let's take a look at some minifigures I got recently from a few places I like to go visit. All right, first off, we got a Skylanders figure. I know what you're saying. Didn't you own all these? Yes, I know. Now, I got this one at Player's Choice for $2.99, and to be honest with you, it could have been my figure because I think I sold all my Skylanders to them. Yeah, I just think they're so cool looking, and I really regret getting rid of all of them, even though I don't think you can play the games anymore. But if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. One of the things I like about this particular Skylander is he has a little armored dude. He kind of looks like a skeleton the way his body is, and he's got really neat chunky feet. I like how his feet are chunky. They remind me of like Shogun Warriors, the giant robots, how they have those feet like that. He's got a pretty cool looking shield. He's got a Spartan looking helmet. His face looks pretty interesting. So it could fit into different categories. It's almost like space meets Spartans, like space Spartans. He's also got a glow-in-the-dark skull base, and he's got that green stand, which means I think he's from the very first, the Spyro's Adventure. All right. Next, we have some Z-Bots, and I knew their names this morning, but I've forgotten since then. So, oh my gosh, let me see. This one is called Punchee. All right, and I got these for $2 each, which isn't bad at all. Punchee, of course, has this little punch feature where you pull it back, and I guess there's a spring in there. Well, sometimes it works, sometimes not so much. But Punchee reminds me of a Shogun Warrior, definitely. He kind of reminds me of Poseidon, kind of like the Getter Robo. The helmet kind of reminds me of, I want to say, not Poseidon, but who's the other guy? I'm trying to think the third one, because they changed his name in English. I think they called him Raider in the Shogun Warriors. And he had two other names too, I think. Getter Robo 2 is all I can remember. Maybe, and then his feet are like Poseidon's, which I think is Getter Robo 3. So he definitely gives me that Shogun Warriors vibe, and I absolutely love him. He's cool. He's got a floppy arm though. His other arm is also posable, and he has a full rotation at the waist. The treads, there's a little bit of rocking, like you can rock them. Ooh, that has not been loose in years. And his head is completely stable, so it does not articulate. His fist, it keeps him from going around full 360 degrees. This arm can go around, it would go around 360 degrees, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And I guess I can do that with the other arm. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So this one's called Punchee. This one, I can't think of the name of it, but it has something to do with the fact that it looks like a butterfly clip. You remember those things that girls used to wear back in the 80s? So he's got that butterfly clip body. He's got two posable arms that can't go around full 360 because of the limitations of the clip part. His head is articulated. I try to put it forward, but it just kind of, goes wherever. I think it stays stationary to this side. And then his torso spins. Oh, okay, so his head actually goes along with his torso. And his legs are not posable. Here he looks what he looks like in the back and the front. And this is, of course, a Z-Bot. That's why he's got a Z on his chest. I know that there's another thing about Z-Bots. Like if they have a Z, they're the good guys. And if they have I want to say a V, they're the bad guys. No, he doesn't have either, so I don't know what Punchee is. He's pretty cool looking, so he's probably a bad guy, because I like the bad guys. And this one, I think, is called Fleshy. Sorry, I can't remember his name. I'll put it on the YouTube video. This one is called Fleshy. I was about to pick up my phone and show you. I made I figured out how to do this on not Microsoft Excel. The thing on your Sheets. It's called Sheets. What I did was I made a checklist of the ones I have, including these three, and that's why I kind of remember their names. And I put the little pictures there, so when I go back again, I'll have a picture for all the ones I have, so I won't buy something twice. Because some of these I remember pretty strongly what they look like. Like Samur is one of my favorites, and Ninjoid is one of my favorites. And there's repaints in Ninjoid, which I would like, oh, I already have Ninjoid. No, it's a green version. It's not the same. And they do give him different names. Like he's got a different name and a different color scheme. But for this color scheme, his name is Fleshy. His articulation, he can barely clear his head. He's got a little axe right there. Does he have to ask you a question? You better not ignore him when he asks you a question. This arm goes around and around. His head is articulated. He can do the Linda Blair thing. Blah. His legs are actually articulated, which is not a common thing with these, it seems like. So his legs can go forward and backwards, but they're not articulated at the knees or the feet or anywhere else. I liked him because of his color scheme. He's got purple and orange. If he had green, he'd be perfect. When I was a kid, I used to like the the secondary colors a lot. I had these pair of Airwalk shoes that were all the secondary colors. It was like purple, and then green, and then orange. So I think that's a pretty cool color combination. Here he's from the back. Now he's called Fleshy, although I think they're kind of making a pun because he's more like a skeleton. He's even got a little eye patch, which is kind of cool. He's kind of like a little pirate. So I like him. He's got little purple points on his knees. And he's got a screw in the back and it's not loose. So he's not got a screw loose. His arms look pretty cool. It looks like he's been working out. He's squatting. And this one looks like a little space shuttle is what I think it looks like. Like he's, you know, in space. And I don't know, I think they're just really neat. This actually reminds me of one of the bad guys on Mazinga. I don't know. And this one is just cool. They're all cool in their own little ways. So anybody here ever collect Z-Bots? Because I did have a few back in the 90s and I don't know what happened to them. But they were pretty cool. I forgot all about them until I saw them. I don't know what I was looking at, but I was looking at something on eBay and I was like, whoa, I remember these. At least I think these are what they are. But when I got them, I was like, I feel like they were a little bit different, but that's just because your memory plays tricks on you. All right. And then, of course, this is a little minifigure. This one does not pose at all. But that's my little minifigures for this day. Did you guys pick up any minifigures recently? Let me know in the comments below which one's your favorite. Let me see, for me, I really like the way he looks. I like his little feature right here. And I don't know, they're all really cool in their own aspect. It's hard to pick your favorite sometimes. And then this glow-in-the-dark feature, you can actually almost see it glow in the dark right here. If I had to rank these, I would definitely want this one first. He's just really cool. And then maybe this guy, and then this guy. So I think I got them in order from left to right, my favorite to the least favorite. So which one's your favorite? Is it Punchee? This guy, which I can't think of his name, is something to do with Clamp, I think, like Clamp Champ or something. They always have these little cute names that are kind of funny. And this one's Fleshy, I'm pretty sure. I would pick up my phone and look through the thing and show you, but I'm using the phone to record with right now. But y'all have a great day and comment below.